Thank you very much, Jen. I really appreciate being here, and I love this lecture, The Broken Blade. Before I start, I have a disclosure slide. Nobody pays me for drugs or devices, but I am a board member of EMed Home, and I do receive CME consulting work, which will include AAEM. So, talking about the broken blade, the scapula gets no respect, and I suspect that very few, perhaps nobody, has had a lecture on scapular fractures. There are only 1% of fractures. And after this lecture, you'll look at your chest x-rays and your shoulder x-rays differently, because I am going to give you a new mnemonic that I don't think has ever been used before. So to prove that we don't really look at the scapula, here's an x-ray. We look at the heart, we look at the shoulder, but the scapula sort of blurs out. So the approach that I want to give you, and the mnemonic, is golfers never bitch swinging a club. Oops, sorry. So, there's the glenoid, the neck, the borders of the body, the lateral, the medial, and that little white line there, that is the superior border of the scapula. The spine out to the acromion, and this little circle is the coracoid. And there it is labeled. And if you want to know where the money is, it's going to be in the body and the spine. So you have to be able to trace the entire cortical aspect of the body and the spine. So this was the first x-ray I showed you, the middle one, and it's serious. And there is a scapular fracture there. I'm going to go over this in so much detail that you will never think of scapular fractures in another way again. If you go to a CT, this is what was shown on those last x-rays. So, golfers never bitch swinging a club. The glenoid, the neck. You see that? The body, you come down, you lose that angle right here. You lose the border there. And there is a huge fracture that you don't see well, but when you know you can't trace it, it's there. And the lateral, same thing. Start at the glenoid, come down the body. You should come down to the nice tip. What's it doing over there? There's your fracture. And to make it even easier, I'm going to give you two tips. One is if you invert the slide, it gives you a different appearance. And you can see right there, there's a fragment, and that cortical line makes an angle. Angles are never good in bones. Same thing, you come down here, where's that tip? It's way over here, it doesn't connect. That inversion gives you another appearance. Your eyes see horizon lines better. It should be a nice gentle slope. What's this angle doing in there, our patient? This is the way a normal neck is, the glenoid, the neck, and the body. On that lateral. Oh, here's the test case. You're looking at the glenoid and the body. What's happening here? On this side, your glenoid. Something's happening there. You can see that. You come down the body, and where is this tip? The top part looks okay. You come out to the spine, the acromion, and the coracoid, but something's going on in your glenoid and down the body. When you invert it, same thing. Where's your tip? It's way over here. What's going on there? You look at your horizon lines. One of the things that you notice is there is a big white line there. A big black line, white on this side. Your lateral, you don't have a tip. And there's your CT. You have that big line, and that's why you don't see the tip. Another view of that. So my take-home points, when you look at your chest x-ray, you're going to see two scapulas. Think, golfers never bitch swinging a club. Invert and look at your horizon lines, and you'll never look at a scapula the same way again. Thank you.